有办法就不用怕，我们一起到达是 number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量，我们一起到达是 number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量。我相信我可以，有目标就往上爬。你相信你可以，勇敢的往前冲吧。有想法就有办法，有办法就不用怕，我们一起到达是 number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量，我们一起到达number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量。我相信我可以，有目标就往上爬。你相信你可以，勇敢的往前冲吧。有想法就有办法，有办法就不用怕，我们一起到达是 number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量，我们一起到达是 number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量。
Hi, good morning, everyone. Good morning to all of you. Wow, thank you so much for joining my Facebook live session again on Secrets Review, Techniques to Solve Tax Audit Issues. Yes, today, well, it's the 15th day of Chinese New Year. Well, to those who are celebrating Chinese New Year, I must first say Happy Chap Gourmet. Happy Chap Gourmet to all of you. Yeah, today is the 15th day. It's also called the Chinese Valentine's Day, Chinese Valentine's Day, right? So yeah, I know all of you will probably be celebrating tonight, but still, it's still time for you to learn something. So today, I'm going to share with you another secret, another technique on how to solve tax audit issue. But you know what? We are going to start at 11 o'clock. We are going to start at 11 o'clock sharp. But, well, you are so early. You guys are so early today. But help me do one thing. Since you're so early, help me do one thing, right? Today, I'm going to share another topic or another case that is on accruals. Yes, on accruals, all right? So help me do one thing by sharing this Facebook Live out, because I know some of you have been following me on this Secrets Revealed series. Some of you may probably be joining me for the very first time, but you know what? This is already the 13th episode. 13th episode. That means we already have 12 episodes previously. I know those who say, hey, I missed the previous 12 episodes. What can I do? Don't worry. You can always go back to my Facebook page, or you can always go to my Facebook page, that is Tax Guru Zen Chow, Tax Guru Zen Chow Facebook page, and you'll be able to find all the previous 12 episodes in the videos section, right? In the video section. But right now we're doing live, so help me share this out by just clicking the share button. Just click the share button. Now, if you're viewing it from a phone, just click that share button at the bottom of your screen. You see that bottom of the screen, just tap that share. If you're viewing it from a computer, share this out by just clicking the share button as well, so that your friends, your family, your business partner, business associates would also learn these secrets together with you. We are going to start at 11 o'clock. That is just a few minutes from now. So take this opportunity to share this Facebook Live out right now. Or if you have anyone in your mind that you want them to come in right now, just tag his or her name. Tag his or her name into the comment box and let them come in and learn this together with you. All right. So see you in just a few more minutes at 11 o'clock, and we shall learn another secret today. All right. I will see you at 11 o'clock. All right. See you then.
有办法就不用怕，我们一起到达，是 number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量，我们一起到达，是 number one， 强大的企业家。超越表现的力量。我相信我可以，有目标就往上爬。你相信你可以，勇敢的往前冲吧。有想法就有办法，有办法就不用怕，我们一起到达，是 number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的。
All right. Good morning, everyone, again. Good morning, everyone. Wow. And I can see some of you are already saying hello to me and shared this Facebook Live, like Fanny Lu. Thank you so much, Fanny, for sharing our Facebook Live out. And I see Go I Kim also say good morning. Hi, morning. Go I Kim. Good morning to you. And I see more and more people are right now coming in into this Facebook Live. And I know all of you here come in to learn how to save tax, right? Because, well, today I'm going to review another secret. So welcome to my Secrets Revealed series. And today is episode number 13. Yes, episode number 13. And I'm going to share with you another secret, another technique on how to solve tax audit issue And today we are going to talk about accruals. Yes, we're going to talk about accruals. Yeah. Now you probably say, hey, if you do accounting, you probably would know that, hey, accrual is something that you incur expense, but you have not paid, right? So we're going to talk about, hey, the tax deductibility of accruals. Yeah, so this is episode 13. We're going to talk about accruals. But well, those who have just joined us, those that just joined us for the very first time, will probably say, hey, it's already episode 13. Yeah. I missed the previous 12 episode then. Don't worry about missing the 12 previous episodes, because they are all in my Facebook page. You can just go to my Facebook page, that is Tax Guru Zen Chow Facebook page. You will see all the 12 episodes, right? Previous 12 episodes in the video section. But you know what? I will still encourage you to always follow our live session, because during the live session, this is when I will be answering to your questions. Yes, I always like my Facebook live session to be very interactive. So feel free to ask me questions, yeah, and put your questions into the comment box at any time, so that I can answer to your questions, on all the questions that you have put up. All right. But right now, take this opportunity to share this Facebook Live out, because this is a live session right now. You don't want your friend to miss this, right? Well, share this out by just clicking the share button. Now, if you're viewing it from a phone, you see at the bottom of the screen, there's a share button, right? Click that share button. If you're viewing it from a computer, you will also find the share button. Also click that share button, so that your friends, your family, your business partner, business associates would come in, learn these secrets together with you. All right. It's not very often that I always share secrets. Yeah. So today we are going to share secrets, and I want this to be more interactive. So, if you've got any questions, put it into the comment box. All right. Put it into the comment box. Yeah. All right. So let's get things started. Right now. So now I know a lot of you here. Wow, I have almost 100 people already. Wow, 100 people in Facebook Live right now. Yeah, I know most of you would probably be saying, "Hey, I'm joining for the very first time." Right. So can I just start off, to be very interactive with all of you, by just asking very simple question. Yeah, how many of you here actually joined our Secrets Review series for the very first time? Now, if you're joining us for the very first time, can you just put number one? Put number one into the comment box. Yeah, put one into the comment box if you are a first timer joining our Secrets Review series on techniques to solve tax audit issues. Now, if you are our first timer, please put one. Put number one into our comment box, so that I know you are a first timer and you're joining us for the first time. Wow, I have someone responding already. I have Gemini, you're right. And I'm putting number one. Wendy Sheen also say first time. Yeah. Who else? Viv Liu. I have Viv Liu also joining us for the very first time. Yeah. Number one was as well. Yeah. So who else? Who is joining us for the first time? Oh, I have more. I have Vincent Ha. I have Ching Ching as well. Amanda Lim. Wow, all first timers. Yeah, welcome, and thank you for joining us. Yeah, for this Secrets Review. Oh, SY Kung as well. SY Kung is also joining us for the very first time. Yeah, the thing number one. Yeah, well, thank you for joining us. Yeah, but now, since there are so many first timers, like waging over first timer. Yeah, so since there's so many first timers, so let me just take this opportunity to quickly introduce who I am, in case you do not know who I am. Yeah, well, of course, my name is Zen Chow. Yeah, of course, people call me the tax guru of YYC. But well, the fact is that I'm actually the director. I'm the tax director of YYC. Yeah. But then you probably may ask, who's YYC over here? Who is YYC? Now, let me take this opportunity to quickly introduce to you who YYC is. Yeah. Now, YYC is actually an accounting and advisory firm, right? Accounting and advisory firm. And we were established since 1974, right? Established since 1974. Our brand promise is to empower entrepreneurial success, right? Entrepreneurial success. Oh, I see Vincent Ha saying, can I use Mandarin? Unfortunately, Vincent, our session today is in English. You see, if I use Mandarin, then those who are not Chinese speaking person would not be able to understand. Yeah. So I'm sorry about that, because our session is in English, right? But well, if you have got any questions, yeah, later, yeah, you can put it in Chinese. I can still answer to you. Yeah. But well, I have to use English. Yeah. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. So now, like I said, our firm is an accounting and advisory firm established since 1974, and our vision is to be the number one world-class accounting and advisory firm in Asia. But our mission is more important here. Our mission is that we want to inspire everyone including you who are watching our Facebook Live right now. We want to inspire you as well to overcome your odds, to overcome your odds, to unleash your potential, and more importantly, find fulfillment in life. I think that is very important mission, right? So now to do all this, well, of course, we have to uphold our brand promises, right? We can uphold our brand promises, and our brand promises over here would be, empowering entrepreneur success. And to do that, what are the three promises that we need to always uphold? First, we want to share expertise. Yeah, we want to share expertise. You see, why do we want to do Facebook Live today? Why do we want to share with you secrets? Secrets, why do we want to share with you? Because that's one of the brand promises that we want to do. We want to share our expertise to all of you, and we want to show our most proactive care, not normal care, proactive care, because we want our clients, right, to have the most positive experience ever. So now you probably think YYC is just a normal accounting firm, which is not correct. We are wrong, because a normal accounting firm would only have compliance services, things like audit service, tax service, accounting service, the normal compliance services, but we have much more than that. We have our own advisory arm, and our range of advisory services is huge, like strategic planning, succession planning, or even the current very hit topic, cloud and digital transformation. We even do that as well. We also have our own very business school, which means we do a lot of workshops, seminars from time to time. We also serve international companies through our global business services. Like outsourced accounting, outsourced bookkeeping, outsourced payroll. Now, so if you ever see, wow, there's one service here which I'm really interested, I want to know more, feel free to drop us a message, or just PM us, drop us a message, and we will get back to you. Our professional team will get to you and tell you more. All right. Now, like I said, YYC was established since 1974, which means we're turning 47 years old this year. We're turning 47 years old this year, and we call ourselves an international firm. Yes, why? Because we also have branch in Singapore right now. We are an international firm already. We have more than 800 employees, more than 20,000 clients, and we have trained more than 130,000 participants throughout all our workshops, because we've done more than 5,000 workshops. Now, these are all the awards given to YYC throughout all these years. Now, like I said, YYC is now international, has gone international. So we don't just have branch in Malaysia. We also have branch in Singapore, But of course, in Malaysia, right, our headquarters is in Klang Valley, Kuala Lumpur, Klang Valley. But we also have branches in Johor. We also have branches in Penang as well. Now, whenever I come to this part, now I see there are more than 130 people already, right? 130 people watching Facebook Live right now already. Can I just do more interaction with all of you right now? And I just ask you, where are you from? Where are you viewing today's Facebook Live from? Can you just put into the comment box right now and tell me, where are you from? Like which state you are from, which town you are from, which city are you from, or which area are you from? If you say you're from KL, you're from Kuala Lumpur, you can be more specific and tell me which area of Kuala Lumpur you're from if you want to. So tell me more. Like 130 over people right now viewing Facebook Live. Which state or which city or which town, or which area, right, are you from? I just want to see, how many people are actually watching Facebook Live right now, and from where, right? So just give me some interaction. Well, Quintina is so specific and say Mid Valley. Okay, that's definitely in KL. That's definitely in Klang Valley, Mid Valley. So you probably watching it in your office right now, is it? Yeah, in Mid Valley watching this Facebook Live. Quintina, right? Thanks for responding. So who else? Where else are you from? Well, Wendy is from Ipoh. Okay, Wendy is from Ipoh, Perak. Leonard is from Balakong. Okay, Balakong is also in Klang Valley area, right? That's Selangor area, right? Balakong. And we have Ching Ching from Rawang. That's also Selangor. That's Klang Valley as well. Wow. So looks like our people are mostly from Klang Valley currently. Well, we have people from Ipoh, of course. And Sungai Petani. Wow, I have this JW Lin from Sungai Petani. That's up north. Already. But Feng Xianma says KL Center. Well, KL Center, I assume it's around the KLCC area, maybe. Yao Feng San is from Shalam. Angie is from Kampong Atap, KL. Wow, that's very central KL as well. Vincent from Cebu. Wow, that's East Malaysia already. We have people from East Malaysia. Pong Nider from Sabah, KK. And Nider, I know you're not a first timer. I know you have joined us before. SY Kung from Kampar. That's also Perak. Jane from Klang. Wow, okay, looks like today now we have got a good mix already. We have people from up north, we have people from the East Malaysia, like Cebu, Kota Kinabalu. Of course, most of you are probably from the central, yeah, from the central Malaysia, all right? Okay, I know. What are you waiting? Today is not to tell me where you are. I know today, all of you here is to learn this, yeah, is to learn one thing that is on tax audit and investigation issue and how to solve, yeah, how to solve tax audit issue. And like I said, yeah, I this is already the 13th episode. Yeah, this is already the 13th episode. So in case if you are joining us for the very first time, or you say, hey, what about the previous 12 episodes? You know, what are the topics, you know, for the 12 episodes previously? You can always go to my Facebook page, that is Tax Guru Zen Chow, Tax Guru Zen Chow Facebook page. And in the video section, you will find all the previous 12 episodes over there. Yeah, so don't worry about that. All right, so episode number 13. What do we want to talk about? What do we want to talk about? Now, today we're going to talk about accruals. Yes, accruals. Now, you probably may say, hey, accruals, yeah, what is accrual? Now, those who do accounts, right, you probably know what accruals is. But those who are not doing accounts, right, you probably may ask, what is this? Yeah, what is accrual over here? Yeah, now let me just briefly explain to those who are not doing accounts, in case. Yeah, accruals actually means, yeah, you have got an obligation for an expense. Yeah, if you have got an obligation for an expense to pay, you have to pay the expense. So you got an invoice, usually you got an invoice which you need to pay, but you have not paid. Yeah, you're still owing your creditor, you're still owing your supplier. You have not paid. But because you have got an obligation, you will then charge this expense already. You charge this expense into your profit and loss account. Yeah, you charge it and you call it an expense already. You say, I've incurred such expense, but you have not paid. That is what we call accruals, right? Accruals. At the end of the year, you will have an amount owing to your creditor, to your supplier, but you have treated it as expense. And that's accrual, yeah, right? Now, those who does accounts, you would know, okay? Now, what is the issue over here? Now, let's look at if you have accruals. Is that deductible? Is that tax deductible? Let's look at the first general principles of deductibility first here. Now, those who have been following me for so many episodes, you will know we always talk about Section 33, Sub 1. Subsection 33, bracket 1 of the Income Tax Act 1967. Yeah, it says that for an expense to be deductible, it has to be incurred during that period. Now, accruals means incurred, right? That means what do we mean by incurred over here? If you want to be more specific about incurred, it means you have the obligation to pay already. It's confirmed already. It's confirmed that you will pay already. Now, always remember, accruals is different than provision. Yeah, people sometimes will mix it up with provision. Accrual and provision, they will mix it up. Don't mix it up. Now, accrual is something that you have confirmed, you're obligated to pay, but provision is more like an estimate. Some people will do provision for bonus. At the end of the year, I'll just do a provision for bonus, provision for doubtful debt, just an estimate, and you still treat it as expense. That is not accrual. That is provision, and that is not deductible. That is not deductible because subsection 33, bracket 1 says it must be incurred, right? It must be incurred, right? So accruals is usually incurred, I would say, And then for an expense to be deductible, it also has to be an outgoing or expenses, which usually will be, right? It will be outgoing expenses. It must be wholly and exclusively incurred for business purpose. Now, it must be for business purpose, not personal usage, not for private purpose. It must be for business purpose, and it must be revenue in nature, which means you spend this on your operational expenditure, right? Operational expenditure, not capital expenditure, not for you to buy an asset, buy a machine, not for that, not to buy fixed asset, and it must be in the production of gross income. That means whenever you incur certain expenses, right, even though it's accrual, it must be for you to generate more income. The purpose is to generate more income. So therefore, in the production of gross income. So if you fulfill all these, then of course the expense will be deductible. So that's the general principle. So what happened to this accrual over here? Now, we know that for an expense to be deductible, it has to be revenue. It cannot be capital, right? It has to be revenue. It cannot be capital in nature, right? So what is revenue over here? It says it's relating to performance of the profit earning operations. Like I said, it must be operational expenditure, right? It could be for circulating capital, like your stock in trade. Yeah, it could be for your stock. Circulating capital. It cannot be capital levels. It's capital in nature. It's not deductible. Under Section 39, Sub 1 of the Income Tax Act, it says No, capital in nature, like buying an asset, yeah, buying capital asset, buying fixed capital, something with enduring, yeah, benefit, yeah, something with enduring benefit, enduring in nature, yeah, like you buy a license, you know, buy a trademark, trade name, that's not deductible. Capital in nature, yeah, not deductible under Section 39. So now, accrual, sometimes it could be capital in nature, because sometimes you see you buy a fixed asset, you may also not pay, right? If you have not paid, you also accrued what, right? You also accrued what. So remember, yeah, if your accruals is for capital expenditure, it's still not deductible. Now, but what happened to our case over here? Now, every time when I do an episode on Secrets Review, I will discuss with you on a case, a real life case, right? A real life case. And this episode, I will discuss this case on accruals, of which our client got audited by the Inland Revenue Board, and there are some accruals, right? Or there's an accrual, there's an accrued expense in our client's profit and loss account, and it is not deductible. It's not deductible by the Inland Revenue Board. They say this is not deductible. They added it back. They added it back. So what happened actually, and how did we help the client? How did we solve the issue and got it deductible? So let's look at the background. This is a real life case. Yeah. Now, our client is actually an exporter of lifts and elevators, right? Lifts and elevators, and has engaged a subcontractor, yeah, to install lifts, right, for 2 projects in Thailand. So they supply lifts and elevators, and of course they need someone to install. They don't install themselves. They get a subcontractor to install, yeah, to install the lifts for the 2 projects in Thailand. So this is the background of the case. And then this client, right, has actually completed the projects in year 2015. Well, so since they have completed the thing in 2015, of course, the subcontractor would also charge our client on the fees, yeah, the installation fees. They would charge our client. And so what happened here is they charge this out, they accrued all these subcontractor expenses, right, and charge all of these out as project costs in year 2015 as well, right? Because everything has completed. Yeah, so they charge everything in 2015. But what happened was no payment was made. Now, no payment has been made for the last payment, yeah, for the last invoice, yeah, charged by the subcontractor, yeah, because for these both projects, they did not pay, right? Even until year 2020, yeah, they did not pay the subcontractor. Why? Because there was a dispute. Yeah, there was a dispute with the subcontractor. So now they will still accrue this, because I say I receive your invoice, I will charge this out in my profit and loss account. Even though I have not paid you, this is accrued expense. I will charge out, and this is my expense. So, but because there was some dispute, they did not pay. They did not pay the subcontractor even until year 2020. All right. So what is the issue now? Now, what is the issue now? This is the background of the case. IRB came in, did an audit and checked on the accounts of their client. And they found out, hey, you have got this expense of which you accrued and you have not paid. You have not paid your subcontractor even after 5 years. Even after 5 years, you have not paid your subcontractor. So what issue is being raised by the Inland Revenue Board then? They said, I suspect this expense is not even genuine. I think this is not even genuine, yeah? Because if you are owing someone money, yeah, how can you not pay in 5 years? How can you not pay in 5 years' time? So is this a fake expense? Is this a fake expense? All right, I think this is not even genuine, yeah? And they say if this is a fake expense, if this is not genuine, it is not incurred wholly and exclusively in the production of gross income anymore, right? Because I think this doesn't even exist. Yeah, so I think this is not even incurred in the production of gross income, and therefore this allowed the whole amount. This allowed the whole amount of the accrued, all right, of the accrued expenses incurred by for the subcontractor. Because what the Inland Revenue Board now says is that first, I think this could be fake. This could be non-genuine, even though you say this is genuine. Even though you say, oh, this is real, this is true, they gave me invoice, I've got the invoice to show that, they have billed me. But after 5 years, if you still don't pay, does it mean you don't have to pay anymore? Does it mean that you actually don't have to pay? You actually do not need to pay. Once you do not need to pay, what happened? If you do not need to pay, it means this is not even your expense already. It's reversed already, right? Because you've charged it out to your P&L, it will be reversed back as income. Yeah, it should be reversed back as income already if you say you do not need to pay, because 5 years already and you still don't have to pay the subcontractor. So IRB say, no, this is disallowed. Right, this is disallowed because you did not actually put it back as income, right? I think you actually do not need to pay, or this is not even genuine. So what did we do then? No, the client came to us and then we analyzed. Yeah. So this is what they said. You see, this is what the IRB said exactly. Yeah, I'm showing you, the excerpt of what the client has said. You see, they say, oh, there are two work subcon where there is no payment. Yeah, pembayaran tidak dibayar kepada subcon. Yeah, and then the IRB say tidak dapat mengenal pasti tindakan yang telah dilakukan. They say, okay, I never, I cannot ensure that you have ensured the project is completed. Yeah, because this is too long. Tempo yang diambil oleh syarikat adalah lama. Lebih 3 tahun. Yeah, so they say no, it's too long already. So they say this amount will be added back. This amount will be added back. It's not deductible. Yeah, and they say after 3 years it should be added back already. Now, so in 2007 they said it should be added back in 2017 already. See, this is what happened. This is what happened. So now, first thing over here is that, hey, what is the issue? The issue is that if you have got any accrued expense about that you have not make payment to your creditor for very long, the IRB may come in and say, hey, I think this is fake. I think this is not genuine. I think you may probably not need to pay anymore, and therefore this is not deductible. It has to be added back. Now, how did we help the client? We analyze the whole thing. We analyze the whole scenario, analyze the whole situation, and we tell this. We tell this to the Inland Revenue Board. We appeal. Yeah, we say, hey, look. First, this accrued expenses, these accrual, is actually for the project costs, for the 2 projects in Thailand. Indeed, there were such projects. Yeah, there were such projects, there were such installations, and there were all invoices all here, right? And this project is also exclusively and wholly exclusively for the business. Yeah. Therefore, if this project is for business, the installation cost, the subcon fee that the company has to pay, will be incurred wholly and exclusively for the business, right? For the business and in the production of gross income. And we tell the Inland Revenue Board, I say, look, even though the client has not paid the subcontractor, that was because of dispute. That was because of dispute, and we show all the evidence of dispute. We show all the evidence of dispute, all the conversation between our client and the subcontractor. We will show that, and we also show that, hey, all the letter of award, the award letter, right? The statement of account, the statement of account from the subcontractor keeps coming in. The subcontractor has not actually waived such amount. If you say the subcontractor has forgone the amount, waived the debt, then, well, yes, you are right. The client doesn't have to pay the subcontractor anymore. But it's not the case. There are still statements of account keep on coming from the subcontractor, telling our client, you're still owing us this money. You're still owing us this money. It's just that our client did not pay, yeah. But the subcontractor did not actually waive such amount, right? The subcontractor still asked our client to make payment. So we show them all the statement of account and also the letter issued, by our client on all the disputes, So we tell them, this is a genuine expense. This is indeed for project, and this is indeed wholly and exclusively incurred in the production of gross income. There is no waiver. There's no waiver from subcon because the subcontractors keep coming in. The reason why it was not paid because of disputes, we show them all the letters, right? And they're still negotiating with the subcontractor. So with all that, what happened? Now we tell them this will be qualified. This will qualify for tax deduction because any expenses that is incurred wholly and exclusively in the production of gross income should be deductible under Section 33. Yeah, and project costs incurred in the course of the company's project would be related, right? They're called related to the production of business income and should be allowable. Yeah, should be allowable. So we gave all these analyses, we gave all this reasoning to the Inland Revenue Board, and of course, in the end, the Inland Revenue Board dropped this issue. Yes, they dropped this issue and they allow deduction. Of course, they ask our client to quickly resolve this matter. Either you pay, or if you say the subcontractor doesn't need you to pay anymore, reverse it back to income. Yeah, get a finalization. Yeah, with the subcontractor. So with all these, we managed to drop the case, we dropped the issue, and our client does not need to pay more tax and penalty. Yeah, for this issue. All right. So what's our advice over here? Now, please always have an agreement or contract to spell out the details, the terms and conditions. Yeah. Every time when you have an engagement, with your supplier, with your customer, always have a proper agreement to spell out the terms and conditions, because only with that we will be able to justify, why would there be dispute? Yeah, because some things are not performed, or why what is the obligation over here? When would the obligation arise? Yeah, as soon as it's completed, things like that. So make sure you have everything spelled out properly. And more importantly is make sure you have all the documentations to justify. You see, like just now, we have to show all the letter of award, the agreement, the statement of account. That's very important, right? Statement of account, the letters and correspondence between the client and the subcontractor. All these documentations help. All these documents help. So please have these documents kept properly, right? In case you need to justify certain things, and ensure if it's possible, ensure if you are owing someone money, if there's no dispute, make payment as soon as possible. If possible, within the next financial year, right? If possible, within the next financial year. So you can accrue it in this year. If you say you're still owing your creditor this year, it's okay. But next year, try to clear the payment. Because if you hold it, if you drag it for long, the IRB will come back and say, I think you don't need to pay. I think you don't need to pay anymore. Or I think it's not genuine. You see, this is what the IRB may do. They will say, I think this is not genuine. I think you don't have to pay anymore. It should be waived already. And then I will add it back. Yeah. So please try to clear off your creditor as soon as possible. Yeah. If you say you can't, please have proper documentation to justify, like all the letters, to justify. Right. So these are our advisors. Yeah. These are our advisors to you. Okay, right. So now, that's about it. That's the case. That's the case now. But I know. You see, you probably may have something right now in your mind. You say, "Wow, IRB can do that one. IRB can come in and just say, oh, because you owe people money for so long, therefore I don't allow the expense. Because you have not paid your creditor for a few years, I think this is not need not to pay anymore. Therefore, I have to add back." You sometimes may think this is ridiculous, but this could really happen. This could really happen, especially during an audit, especially during a tax audit. So if you really receive any tax audit letter, now don't be panicked. I know a lot of you, once you receive a tax audit letter, right, and you see, wow, IRB say this one cannot, that one cannot. IRB say I have to pay this tax, pay that penalty. You'll be afraid. You'll be panicked. Don't be panicked. Don't be panicked. If you receive any letters, with tax findings, or audit findings, and they say you do comply to this, you have done something wrong on that, and ask you to pay more tax and penalty, don't be afraid. Come to us, bring it to us, right? You can message us, you can drop us a message, right, at our Facebook page, right, either at our YYC Advisors Facebook page, or you can go to my Tax Guru Zen Chow Facebook page. You can go to my Tax Guru Zen Chow Facebook page, drop us a message, show us the letter, because we need to see your letter first, show us the letter and tell us what is the issue or what are the issues. We can give you a complimentary online consultation because we want to help you. Our aim here, our objective here is to help you to solve tax audit issue. We want to help you to solve your tax audit issue. So if you receive any letter at all, don't be afraid, don't be panicked. Come to us, drop us a message, show us the letter, let us analyze your letter, and we will tell you how to solve it. We can see how we can solve this tax audit issue for you, right? Don't get bullied. Please don't get bullied, all right? So that's all for now. I know some of you may probably have questions. You probably have questions relating to today's topic, accruals. So if you've got any questions at all, please feel free to put it into the comment box. Put it into the comment box right now. Tell me what are your questions. Tell me what are your concerns. Or give me your comments so that I can answer to you. All right. So if you've got any questions at all, feel free to put it into the comment box right now. Okay. Just let me drink some water and I'll look into your questions one by one. Yeah. Okay, I'll probably just switch back to this slide. And let me see if there are any questions at all. I think there are probably one over here. Let's see. Wow, no one is asking question. Looks like everyone is pretty clear, right? So I believe you all are really very clear, is it, of today's topic, right? Saying that if you have got accrued expense and if you don't pay, you may face possibility of IRB saying you probably don't have to pay anymore, and therefore they will just add it back. Yeah, that could be one of the issue. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid because of that. Just come to us. We'll do the analysis for you, and we'll see if we can solve that for you. Yeah. All right. Just drop us a message. You can either go to our YYC Advisors Facebook page or go to my Facebook page. That's Tax Guru Zen Chow. Send us a message. Oh, I see questions coming in already. All right. I have a question over here from Chung Wai Yun. Yeah, Chung Wai Yun. Okay, so Yun said, hi Zen, staff bonus accrued in December 2020, but paid in January 2021. The bonus is declared, right, on the staff EA form in year 2021 based on paid basis. Is this allowable? Yun, you are correct. You are correct. Yeah, Yun, this is how you should do it. Now, if you say the bonus is accrued, now that's very important. If you say it's accrued means it's confirmed. Yeah, that means it's not just an estimate. Yeah, it's not just an estimate. It's not just a provision. It's confirmed. You know this is the bonus that you have already obligated to pay to the staff. You can accrue it in December, no problem. You can accrue December, and if you paid it in January 2021. The company will charge this bonus out as expense in December 2020. Yeah, that will be an accrued expense for the company in 2020. But for the staff will only treat this as income for year 2021. Yeah, because staff is only being taxed on received basis for the bonus. Yeah, it's only taxed on received basis on the bonus. So if the staff receives this only in 2021, these will only be entered into the staff's EA form for year 2021, yeah, not 2020. So I know you see there's a mismatch over here. There's a mismatch, right? The company charged out in 2020, but the staff actually taken as income only in year 2021. But that's how it is. That's how it is, and it's correct. Yeah, it's correct. All right. So Wayun, I hope I've answered to you, and yep, you are correct. All right. So let me see if there's any other questions. Any other questions over here? Okay, and on the other side, I think today is pretty clear. No questions. Very good. Very good. Okay. Oh, I have one more question already from Chin Cheng. Yeah, one more question here from Chin Cheng. So let me just fetch this out. Now, Chin Cheng said, can I accrue back pay salaries for 2020 and include in 2021 since paid in February 2021? Now, Chin Cheng, the very important thing is that have you actually decided on the bonus, right? Or wait, you say salary, right? Oh, sorry, you're not saying about bonus, you're saying salary. You say accrued payback salaries or back pay salary for 2020. Okay, I understand. Chin Ching, so what you're trying to say is this salary is supposed to be paid in year 2020. But you maybe couldn't pay your staff in year 2020, and therefore you pay only right now in February 2021. You probably want to mention that, right, Chin Ching? You can do so if you want to, okay? And if you do that now, one very important thing here, back in year 2020, have you actually got the obligation to pay the salary? If you say the salary is obligated, we did not reduce the salary, we did not reduce the pay of the staff. Yeah, it's just that we tell the staff we owe you first. We owe you first because we don't have the money, but we will still pay you. And don't worry, we will still pay you. We owe you first. Now, if that's what happened, yes, this salary can be accrued in 2020 because you have obligation to pay. And when you pay the staff in 2021 February, that's on receipt basis, right? So the staff will only take this as income in 2021, not 2020, yeah? Because only in February you pay in cash, right? I mean you pay the staff in 2021. So staff will take the income in as receipt basis, okay? But the company, if they have the obligation to pay salary in 2020, you can also accrue out the salary expense in 2020 already. Yeah, just like the bonus. Okay, Chin Ching, I hope I've answered to you. All right. Well, Wayun says thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Wayun. Okay, I think I have another question from the other side. Wow, I have a long question here from Lai Kwan, Chan Lai Kwan on the other side. Yeah, Chan Lai Kwan is saying this. Yeah, a long one. Allow me to ask some question out of topic. Well, if it's out of topic, then of course I hope I don't want to answer. But still, let me see what's your question. Company pays employee fixed traveling allowance 300 ringgit a month. That's 3,600 a year to cover traveling costs for official duties when he's required to do so. Do we need to keep his travel log or any supporting documents since it's not exceeding 6,000? Well, like one, you don't really have to keep any official log. Yeah, you don't have to, like one. But what you need is you need to have an official employment agreement or things like that are stated between you and your employee to say that I'm giving you this 300 ringgit per month as official duty traveling allowance. Yeah, please have that stated clearly, either in your employment contract or a supplementary employment contract between you and the employee. Then that will be sufficient. Okay. All right. Chin Ching has another question. Chin Ching says that due to pandemic, we reduced the salary in 2021. Boss decide to pay part of the reduction of salary in February. Now, Chin Ching, you see, if you say in year 2020 you have decided to reduce the salary by 30%, that means your obligation is not there anymore, right? Now, so if you say, oh, I have come to an agreement, and I say this, what you call it, 30% I have already reduced and I actually don't have to pay. But now the boss thinks that I want to pay you back. That means the obligation only happened in 2021. Then you don't treat this as accrued expense in 2020 already. You can treat this as an expense in 2021, but you cannot go backwards and say this is an expense in 2020, because in 2020 you have no more obligation because you have agreed with the staff and say I will reduce your salary. So that's what I was saying. Yeah, unless you say I will pay you, I owe you first, then that's different story. But if you say we have agreed, I'll reduce your salary and we'll see later if we have money to pay you or not, that means your obligation is not there anymore. So if you want to do it right now, you charge this as expense in 2021 already. Okay, it's no longer an accrual. Okay, next question. Next question here is Jason. Jason Tan Hock Kyung is asking, we receive extra payment from overseas customer. Can I consider as extra sales if I can't refund because amount too small? Well, Jason, you can, of course you can if you want to. I mean, you just have to pay the tax lah. Yeah, you can just treat it as an extra sales. Just pay the tax. You can, no problem, Jason. No worries about that at all, yeah, because it's just extra income, extra sales, extra tax you have to pay, yeah. Okay, another one from Gemini. Yo, director fee 60,000 accrued in January 2019. Company is year ending 31st January, yeah, okay, and then payment made in February 2021. Wow, you drag it so long, yeah. January 2019's director fee you only pay in 2021, yeah. How about the director fee record at EA? Now, Gemini, this is something I really need to tell you. Director's fee, it's also on receive basis. Yeah, it's supposed to be on receive basis. But the problem here is director fees, even though it's on receive basis, if you don't pay the director, right, in the year where you have accrued, it has to be treated as deemed paid in the next year. That means if you have accrued this director fee in year 2019, even though you don't pay in 2019, you don't pay in year 2020, it has to be treated as deemed paid in 2020. Well, when it's deemed paid in 2020, that means this has to be recorded in the EA form of director in 2020. Whether or not it is paid, it has to be treated as paid, deemed paid. Right? That is the rules for director's fees. Right? I know you only pay in 2021, but for director fees, it has to be treated as deemed paid in 2020. So please insert this into the director's EA form in 2020. All right, please do that. Please do so. All right, Chin Ching say thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Chin Ching. Okay, I have another question here from Farm. Farm FY says that how about if accrual of director fee in 2019, company year end is 2019, but director fee only paid in 2021, right? Same thing, Farm, that I've answered to Gemini, Director fees has to be deemed paid in the next year. So if you have accrued director fee in 2019, even though you don't make payment in 2019, even though you don't make payment in 2020, you have to treat it as being paid in 2020. That means the director's income has to be taken into account in the 2020's EA form, not 2021, even though you pay only in 2021. Yeah, so please take note of that. Yeah, it has to be in the director's 2020 EA form. Okay. All right, another question from Junming. Junming say, hi, Zan. So it means for employee remuneration is based on receipt basis. How about for company commission earners like agents with their CP58? The agents also declare based on receipt basis? No, agents is not your employee. Now, Junming, remember, if it is employee, then yes, it's on receipt basis because the tax rules has changed that says for employees remuneration, employment income is on receipt basis already. Yeah, bonus, salary is on receipt basis, but not for agents. Agents are not your employees. So CP58 is not on receipt basis. It's still on accrual basis because once you have the obligation to pay, it's accrued already. So it's still on accrued basis. So you have to put the CP58 on accrued basis, not receipt basis already. So please take note that it's different than your salary. It's different than the staff. Okay. All right. I have Fanny over here. Fanny says, accrued December 2020 salary in year 2020, paid in January 2021, declared in EA 2020. Is there any problem? Now, Fanny, to be really honest, if you really want to make it very strict, this EA, I mean, the salary that you've accrued in 2020, right? It's okay because that is your what you call it, salary that you have obligated to pay. But if you really paid it only in January, right? By right, it should be the income of the staff in 2021. It should be the income of the staff in 2021, right? It should be declared in the EA form of 2021, right? Strictly speaking, it should be that. But now let me just share you what the Inland Revenue Board has taken is that if you say, I still declare it in 2020 EA form, can I do so? Now, you are declaring earlier, right? That means the staff is paying tax earlier, right? Most of the time, they will accept. They will still say, okay, since you put it earlier, you put it in 2020, they will take it. But I don't mean all officers will agree to this, but most of the time they will because you're paying earlier, right? But strictly speaking, the salary paid in 2021, it should be the income of the staff in 2021 already. It should be the EA form in 2021 already because it's on receipt basis, right? But most of the time, they are okay. They are okay. All right. All right, well, I have a long question over here. Ooh, long question here from Candy. All right. Candy asks, hi Zen, as most people work from home right now, generally the digital copy, such as PDF, will it be accepted by RB or we still need to have to print out original hard copy, except for those internal documents like memo, approval, sales order, purchase order, just to see your views since everyone talking about digitalization now. Well, Candy, no problem at all. Let me tell you, for Inland Revenue Board, they will definitely accept digital copy. They will definitely accept digital copy. The only thing is that please ensure if they require you to print out, you can print out. Just ensure that you can print out when if they say, oh, I need you to print out this digital copy into hard copy, please ensure you can print out, but they will accept digital copy. No problem at all. No problem, Candy. All right. So Junming say thanks. You're welcome, Junming. You're welcome. Richard. Wow, Richard, I see you again. So let's see your question. Well, we have a long one. We declared bonus for 2019. Okay, paid in 2020. However, we still have unpaid bonus around 3,000 for a foreign worker who's back to his country, before the pandemic. Now we still apply with immigration to fly him back. Can we carry forward this unpaid bonus to year 2021? Now, Richard, if this is bonus, if this is not director's fees, yes, you can, right? You can pay only in 2021. So what will happen is, you declare in 2019 already. If you have obligation, you have confirmed that this is the bonus that you will pay, you will accrue it, you can charge it as expense. In 2020, you pay part of it already. Then the income becomes a taxable income of the worker already because received partially, right? But there are some who have not received, right, which you will only pay in 2021. Then they will only take this as their income in year 2021. But please have proper documentation. Please have proper documentation to say that the company has obligated to pay you such bonus, and we will pay you when you are back. And then then only the employee, the staff, the worker, who received the money in 2021 will declare it in their 2021 EA form. Because if the IRB check on them and say, hey, how come you never declare your bonus? Then they will need your letter to say, hey, I didn't receive the money. The money was also only received in 2021. So they need your letter. So please help your worker by giving them a proper documentation. Richard? All right. Okay. So, Fanny say thanks. You're welcome, Fanny. No problem. Well, looks like I've answered to all of your questions already. Very good. Very good. So I've answered to all your questions, all about accruals. Thank you so much. So, looks like today we have a good session again. We have a good session that talks about accruals. So once again, let me just tell you, if you receive any tax audit letters, right, whether it's about accruals or about any other, any other topic or any other issues, don't be afraid. Don't be panicked. Always come to us. We can help you. We can analyze for you, and see how we can help you to solve tax audit issue, because that is what we want to do. Oh, one more question. Wow, I have one more. All right, let me just answer to this one more before we call it a day. Yip Chiying is asking, I'm owing to one vendor payment for more than 2 years, as the vendor never asked for payment, and we also just leave it under AP. Can you please advise? Chiying, this is what exactly our client, our lift and elevators exporter client has faced. They don't make payment to vendor, and then the IRB actually says that, hey, are you still owing or not? Do you still have to pay or not? Do you still have obligation to pay or not? Could it be waived already? There could be an issue. So if you say this is just due to dispute, please have constant communication with the supplier, with the creditor. If they keep on sending you reminder letter and things like that, or statement of account, then it shows that they still want to take this money. But if there's no response from them anymore, then I would advise you reverse it already. You probably reverse it. If you say you cannot contact this person, you can't contact your creditor, you can't contact your supplier anymore, you probably just treat it as, okay, they probably don't want to take the money from me. I'll just reverse it back as my income first. You probably want to do that already, but ensure, you're really not able to contact the creditor. All right. So this is my advice to you. All right. Okay. All right. Wow. More and more questions coming in. Okay. I'll just quickly look at a few more questions. Farm is asking, company paying bonus to employee for 3 months, the company tax, the bonus expense only allow 2 months only? No. If you say you pay bonus 3 months to employee, you can have expense for 3 months. Why must it be only 2 months? You can have expense for 3 months, right? As long as it is a genuine bonus. As long as genuine bonus, no problem. Yeah? Okay. Oh, one more. Okay, Gemini J says one more. Due to MCO, salary 4,000 for September to December will be paid 3rd of February. How about the record for EA form? Now, Gemini, same rules. One very important thing is, are you still obligated to pay the salary during this MCO? If you say you're still obligated, you just tell your staff, I will owe you first. This salary, I will still pay you. I'm only owing you first. Then you can still accrue it. You can accrue it in your 2020 EA form. And of course, if you have not made payment to them in 2020, then it may not be their 2020 income. If you say you only make the payment for salary in 2021, it will be their 2021 EA form. But of course, like I just now said, if you say for simplicity, you want to put everything into 2020 EA form, well, the IRB would accept. Because you make them pay tax earlier, but your staff will be not unhappy. They say, I never received money, but you put in my EA form, right? So if you say you're still obligated, then you can accrue the thing. But if you say there's no more obligation because you have already talked to your staff and then they agreed to reduce their salary, then you have no more obligation. Don't accrue it already. You only charge out as expense when you pay them. Okay. All right, Chin Cheng. Chin Cheng asks, Zen in 2019, account forgot to accrue the bonus, and in 2020, in the account, there will be 2 bonus figure. One is 2019, another is accrued for 2020. Will RHDN question on this issue? Well, if you say you forgot to accrue and you only put it in 2020, you forgot to accrue in 2019, you put it in 2020, well, the IRB will be more than happy, to accept that because you actually claim the expense late. You see, you claim your expenses late. That means you claim your tax deduction late. So they'll be more than happy. But of course, please ensure all the documentations are correct to reflect that, okay, I have only I'm only having the obligation to pay bonus in 2020, therefore I charge it out in 2020. And then in 2020, I have another accrued. This one I accrued earlier, I accrued at the end of the year, right? And then you have another bonus that you have accrued. So one is really paid bonus, another one is accrued bonus. But you can do that, no problem. Okay, Chin Cheng. All right, I think I've answered to the last one, very last one from Pung Naider. Pung Naider say, if we cannot get the supplier, so is it better to reverse back as income or declare to unclaimed money to authorities better? Now, Naider, I will say, if you really cannot contact the supplier, right, you can actually reverse it. Or now you say, is it better to declare to unclaimed money? Actually, declaring to unclaimed money is a better choice. I would say it's a better choice. But most people would say, hey, I don't want to do all this because I need to declare as unclaimed money. I need to go to the Jabatan Accountant Negara. I need to go there and then tell them to fill out a lot of forms, and pay that. But that is actually the better choice, and that is the most proper way. But most people will say, hey, I do not know how to do all this, And if you do not know how to do all this, you can just reverse it on your own first. And in case you need to go back and pay the customer already, the creditor already, then only you charge it back. You charge it out back as expense. But the best way is you put it as unclaimed money. And then if the creditor comes to you, you tell them, sorry, I already make the payment to unclaimed money. Please claim your money back from the unclaimed money department. Not from me. I've already made payment. That will be actually the most appropriate way. But most people do not know how to do that. All right. But of course, since you asked, Naider, that is actually the most appropriate way. Okay, so yeah, no worries, Richard. You said you are late, no problem, no problem, right? You can always go back to our Facebook page. Remember, you can go to my Facebook page, Tax Gurus and Chow, and look at the video section for all the previous episodes. Okay, so okay, I know there are more and more questions coming in, but I think we have to close this already, where we have to come to the end. Yeah, and once again, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me. And remember, go to my Facebook page. Go to my Facebook page. Remember to like, share, and most important, follow my Facebook page. Yeah, so that you get the first-hand information whenever I have a Facebook Live going on, and you will be able to get all the updates from us. Yeah, so once again, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have learned something. I hope you have really learned something new, and you've learned some techniques. And remember, one last thing, if you receive any tax audit letter, don't be afraid, don't be panicked. You can always come to us, drop us a message, show us the tax audit letter, and we will be more than happy to help you to solve tax audit issue, because that is what we want. We want to help you to solve tax audit issue. All right. So thank you so much. And to those Chinese who are celebrating Chinese New Year, happy Chinese New Year to you. It's still the last day, right? The 15th day, the last day. So happy Chinese New Year to all of you, and happy Chap Gourmet. Happy Chap Gourmet. Have a great dinner with your family, yeah, right? And yeah, that's it. I hope to see you again next time. Yeah, most probably next week, next Friday, we'll have another topic. We have another topic on secrets revealed, techniques to solve tax audit issue. All right, thank you once again. Thank you so much, and I shall see you again next time. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend ahead, right? Goodbye, goodbye, bye-bye.
我相信我可以，有目标就往上爬。你相信你可以，勇敢的往前冲吧。有想法就有办法，有办法就不用怕，我们一起到达，是 number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量，我们一起到达。Number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量。我相信我可以，有目标就往上爬。你相信你可以，勇敢的往前冲吧。有想法就有办法，有办法就不用怕，我们一起到达，是 number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量，我们一起到达。Number one， 强大的企业家，超越表现的力量。